You
Okay.
will remember in first episode I was talking roti, kapda, makan, padhai or dawai.
Right.
Anything to do with food,
Right.
textile, building material, construction sector, education and healthcare has big opportunity in any country.
Right.
Same stands true in Latin America.
Right.
So that is why our pharma is doing very well, but we are weak in education. We need to take education also to that country, but the challenge is language because they speak Portuguese and Spanish. And
What are opportunities which are open in these markets in Africa and in Latin America? Let's start with Latam first, and then we'll go to Africa. So, what are some opportunities which you have seen where there's good scope for exports for India?
see, Latin America, in a way, being very farthest from India in terms of geography, uh, there are some challenges with logistics. But in terms of opportunities, if you see, in Latin America, the largest trading partner of India and even the largest economy is Brazil. And then, and that is why, we have BRICS also, which is very important. BRICS, which is includes Brazil.
Hmm.
And then we have
Hmm.
Chile, second largest trading partner of India in Latin America. Then Colombia, Argentina, and Peru. These five are the top five. But between these five, almost 55% of India's trade is happening to Latin America. If you see the exports in terms of composition from India, our number one export overall also to any country is petroleum, and also to Latin America is petroleum because we are doing a lot of refining of crude oil. Second largest is pharmaceutical. Pharmaceutical is a super success, Indian success story in Latin America
Okay.
because a
Okay.
lot of Indian pharma companies are there already doing business, already having factories also, which is very very interesting. Then we have auto components, auto parts. Our Bajaj scooter is also there, automotive is also there. Then there are chemicals which India exports. There are textiles. There is a whole range of products which India does to Latin America. However, one thing I must lay emphasis on where India has not concentrated in Latin America, we have done some concentration and effort in Africa, but not
Hmm.
in Latin America, is hospitals.
Okay.
And as you see, you
Okay.
will remember in first episode I was talking roti, kapda, makan, padhai or dawai.
Right.
Anything to do with food,
Right.
textile, building material, construction sector, education and healthcare has big opportunity in any country.
Right.
Same stands true in Latin America.
Right.
So that is why our pharma is doing very well, but we are weak in education. We need to take education also to that country, but the challenge is language because they speak Portuguese and Spanish, and so language is one challenge. But hospitals is a very good opportunity. Why? Because I have observed that a lot of Latin Americans are coming to India for
Hmm.
medical
Hmm. Hmm.
tourism.
There's already a good name.
Right, right. India's medical, because even US and Canada, a lot of people coming. So naturally, Latin Americans will also come, and they are coming. But the counter to medical tourism and to get a better foothold and avoid competition by other countries on medical tourism is to set up
Hmm.
hospitals in Latin America because we are already good in pharma. See, and these are both interrelated
Absolutely.
sectors. That is one thing, and then challenge with exports is the transportation cost because of it being very far, and particularly after these recent troubles in Red Sea and the Israel-Gaza war and
It's become
Ukraine.
even more far.
Yeah. So let's talk about Africa now, right? The way we
Hmm.
spoke of Latin America. Again, very interestingly, roti kapda makan padhai or dawai. And we our again highest export of India is petroleum. Interestingly, second highest export is
Wow.
rice.
Okay.
So food. So food. So we are rice suppliers to Africa. Then
Right.
again pharma,
Right.
third highest. Sugar, auto parts, textile,
Right.
foodstuff,
Right.
building material, exercise books, hundreds of products. Now, let's take example of textile. What is happening in textile is the t-shirt you are wearing. Earlier episode also I shared, and I am wearing. It is
Right.
made in Tirupur, in near Coimbatore, in south of India, in Tamil Nadu, and big time exports is happening from there. What is the advantage to India is that many of these African countries are very less
Okay.
populated countries, and in something like textile and t-shirt, China is our very strong competitor, but China deals in
Right.
bulk quantity. So India deals in, for example, if you want this t-shirt 100,000
Right.
pieces in China, uh, you will get at half a dollar maybe, on a
Right.
per piece on a bulk basis. And but the Chinese companies still make
Right.
profit on it. But our price would be around, say, $1 or
Hmm.
75 cents. But we are still doing big time export because we do
Okay.
low volume. If you go to China and say I need 5,000 t-shirt and I need each t-shirt to be in five different colors, they will not supply that. They can't supply. In fact, their price will be more than India because they have economies of scale, they have
Right.
large production. There is where India's advantage is. So in these African countries, low volume. So one design, five color, India can give
Right.
1,000 pieces, and that is what is the demand in market. So that is what we need to position it strongly.